Some of y'all are going to hate this Sciencemancy. In Argentina, they are using CRISPR to gene edit horses to have bigger muscles. And so, if you haven't heard of CRISPR, it is probably the most important biotechnological breakthrough of the century or so. And it is a gene editing technique that we stole from bacteria that they were using for defense and now allows for easy, widespread gene editing. And so in these Argentinian horses, they tweak the gene related to myostatin, which regulates muscle development, and then they grow muscles faster. And as you can imagine, the local polo community and sports like that hate it and won't allow those horses to participate. But that isn't the only thing where CRISPR is starting to actually get out into the real world. I know there was a case already where the first human got a CRISPR, but I won't go into that because I don't remember the details off the top of my head. But in agriculture, there is a cattle called the PRLR slick cattle, and their prolactin receptor gene has been altered to make their hair shorter and slicker. And that helps them to have better tolerance to heat stress. And so that's going to help them be in more climates and as well to as the world heats. They were actually approved by the FDA in 2022, but they are not on the meat is not on the US market yet. Another one is in pigs out of the UK. They altered their CD163 gene, and then it made them more resistant to a virus that caused porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome, which can be deadly for suckling pigs. That was approved by the FDA in 2020, and those gene-edited pigs will probably be up for sale on the market in 2026. And finally, the last one is pretty fascinating. These are the gal-safe pigs, made by Revivicor in Virginia. And they are designed to be a source of hypoallergenic meat. They use CRISPR to inactivate the GGTA1 gene, which produces alpha-gal, which is a sugar molecule found in most mammals that can cause allergic reactions in humans that eat it. And they're also investigating whether that might make the organs more suitable for transplant to humans if they don't have that gene. And so this is just a little bit of what CRISPR is already doing to revolutionize the world. And I know that some of you probably hate it, but also the gains that we could see for feeding more people will be pretty amazing. I'm not exactly sure where I stand, so I'd be curious about your comments. Also, I should just share the two ethical concerns that always come up around CRISPR, and that is, one is CRISPR is not as well targeted as we would like, and so it can cause alterations to off-target genes, and you might not know that happened, and you might not know the downstream consequences of that. Relatedly, you also don't know what happens when you tweak one gene. Just because you slightly increase their muscle in these horses, what other downstream effects could be happening because you're changing myostatin, which is a very important protein. And so there are ethical concerns about we don't actually know what we're going to be doing, and studies of 5 or 10 years don't even go the entire lifespan of the animal. And so you're wading into not really knowing what's going to happen. Then again, we've been doing gene editing for a long time, and we've been doing breeding for millennia longer than that. So it's not like this is completely outside the realm of human experience, but how we're doing it is something new.